The cradle of humanity, our common home. You gave us life, food, and technology. We have grown. We have built shining cities to the heavens. We have risen up to great heights and fallen down to the depths. And we have traversed the path of war and suffering. Now, all this can disappear, turn to dust. Disaster struck us 14 years ago. Space seemed to be turned inside out. A huge, luminous funnel appeared near the moon. It grew rapidly, turning into a giant whirlpool. It was a wormhole. It radiated with the strongest gravity. Huge chunks began to break off from the moon. They slowly floated through space and disappeared in the center of the funnel. The moon lost some of its mass. A wave of cataclysms passed over the entire surface of the Earth. Giant waves flooded many coastal cities. Sleeping volcanoes awakened, and earthquakes began. The gravity of the wormhole partially compensated for the loss of the moon's mass, and everything gradually subsided. But the damage was incredible. Cities lay in ruins. The economies of entire countries were destroyed. As we began to heal wounds and rebuild our cities, humanity gradually came to its senses. We began to research the wormhole and learned a lot. But along with the knowledge came the terrible truth. Over time, the moon will be destroyed, and with it, life on Earth will disappear. Soon, dozens of automatic ships and satellites were sent into the wormhole. The best minds of mankind studied the data for months on end, and suddenly it turned out that this was a door to another world, to a world at the other end of the galaxy. Yes, it was hope. To find a new home, start all over again. Who knows what awaited us there, beyond? Maybe this is a chance to become more than we are, a chance to get answers to our eternal questions. Who are we, and where do we come from? And so we built a fleet, a great fleet, with millions of tons of metal shining in the sun, and 2,000 hearts on board. We entered the wormhole and traveled through space. We were ready for what was next.
Welcome to the Solution Program. You have successfully passed all the previous test rounds. This is now the last stage of testing. After successfully passing, you will be granted the great honor and responsibility of participating in the first wave of colonization of the HOPE system. This is Test Site Alpha 2. Here, we work on the latest space technology. We are currently testing the assembly and tuning of modular orbital stations, which is what you will be doing. Now you will have the opportunity to try everything in practice. Our time is limited, so let's get started. Let's start by repeating the basics. Well, now you know the basics. It's time to start assembling the first modules. Let's take care of life support and power. It's the most important things. Build a small life support module and solar panels. Perfect. The next step is to install two devices, a battery and an emergency life support device, ELD, to provide one of the modules with heat and oxygen. Good job. Now it's time to learn about the station power system. Connect the battery to the solar panels, and then the ELD to the battery. You can do this via connection mode. Everything works great. However, there is no oxygen in the life support module, and it is very cold. Let's fix that. Fantastic. Now the final part. Some basic info about resources in space. Here, we prepared some demo samples. It is a very important thing, and one day it could save the life of an entire station. Congratulations! You have successfully completed the basic course. Now you are ready to explore the boundaries of deep space. The preparation for the first wave of colonization, which will be headed by Heraclids, is in full swing. Colonial deployment on the ship will begin shortly.
Oh my God, you're alive! I thought that there was nobody left. How many of you have survived? Is anyone injured? It seems there's nothing left of the Heraclids. Only a small group survived. 2 freighters in your team. One ship is heavily damaged while it's not clear what to do with it. The Carnegie unfortunately didn't survive. I think you can try to assemble a transceiver module. A small part of the wreckage has been thrown out of the wormhole. It seems to be Heraclids. If we examine it, perhaps then we will find something. We need to check all the debris. We also need to check on one of the freighters, but so far we can't move. Our control and navigation are damaged. Will you check on the debris? In the hub there should be enough construction kits for assembly hangar module and launching the probe. While you get started on this, we will evaluate the condition of the ships. Well done. Our situation isn't good. One freighter is in critical condition. It will have to be completely disassembled. But then we may have enough resources to build a small station. Are you ready to start scanning? Oh, then it's better to search for supplies first. There are a lot of small debris and containers around. Scan those with a probe. There are probably valuable resources there. I only hope the probe doesn't let us down. Well, you are indeed lucky. It looks like there are plenty of useful resources. I didn't want to tell you, as I thought we could handle it ourselves, but we have a serious problem here. The condition of most of our crew is poor. Fractures, injuries, burns. That's enough for now. Can you build a docking bay? We will send all injured people to you. Are you ready for us to send over our injured crew? We will fly them to you and they can dock with the station. Fortunately, there is a medic among the survivors. I'm sure he will be able to operate all the equipment. Well, how's it going? Did everyone get the medical help they need? Thank God. People are the most important thing. We've decided that staying in this location is a bad idea. We will need to disassemble and move the station to another location. Only then can we start examining the wreckage. We're still too close to the wormhole. Its radiation greatly weakens the structural strength of the station, and after a while it just falls apart. Please start disassembling the modules while we prepare for towing the hub. Excellent. Looks like we are ready to tow. We found a safe place to assemble a new station. The wormhole will be in direct line of sight and there will be no problems with communication.